We're gonna start seated today. Shake it up a little bit. So I've got you on mute now. So go ahead and find a place that's comfortable. You can sit on a blanket or a block if you'd like to elevate your hips. And then just close your eyes. Just do a quick little scan of your body and see how you're feeling this morning. Then just bring your focus to your breath. Do the same counted breath we did on Tuesday. Inhale for 6 and exhale for 4. Now I'm going to count a couple rounds for you, and then I'm going to let you continue to count at your own pace. So we'll take 2 cycles of breath. Take an inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and then just continue on your own. Inhale 6, exhale 4. And after your next exhale, you can just let go of the count. Let's take a moment and notice how you feel. Was it easy to stay focused? Was it challenging? And then just take your arms out to the side, reach them up by the ears, take a stretch, and twist over to the right. Just take your gaze to the right. And then stay in the twist in the torso. Just turn your head back forward and tilt your left ear to your left shoulder, just gently. Might not go very far. And then bring the head back to neutral. Turn the torso through center, reach the arms up, and just twist over to the other side. Start with the gaze over to the left. Keep the torso in the twist, just turn the head back forward and gently tilt the right ear to the right shoulder. And then bring the head to neutral, turn back to center, reach both arms, and then just lower the arms down. Take some shoulder rolls up and back. And then just bring your hands to heart. We'll take some circles with the wrists. So you can interlace the fingers and do that little circular motion, or you can take that little prayer circular motion, whatever you prefer. And then take it the opposite way. And place the hands next to the hips, just lean back, change the cross of the legs. Reach the arms up by the ears and take your right palm down, take a side bend. You can stay right there if you'd like. You can take some circles with that top arm up and around. And then opposite direction. Hi, sorry if you had technical issues. That was my fault today, I think. And then come back through center, reach both arms up and take it over to the other side. And maybe circle that top arm. And opposite way. And then just come back through center, reach both arms up, and then lower the hands down to the knees. And then just take some cat-cow here, seated on your own. So on your inhale, just lift the chest. And exhale, curl and round. So just moving with your own breath cycle. Sometimes it's nice to not move with my cueing. We don't all breathe at the same pace. Now you can stay with cat-cow, or you can start to circle the rib cage around a little bit. If you're circling, maybe go the opposite way. And then come back to stillness. Just bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. And just take a gentle hinge forward from the hips. And come back upright. I think you all have a block. If you don't, you can do this without a block, but reach for a block. Make your way onto your back. And then once you're on the back, take the block between the feet and extend the legs up towards the ceiling. So the block's probably going to be on the medium or the low setting, just so your feet are about hips distance apart. And then you can take your arms by your sides or to a T. And then just imagine you're tracing a quarter with your toes. So you're making really, really tiny circles with the feet. And try and keep them small and slow. So there's not a lot of rocking around on the pelvis. There might be a little bit. But see if you can keep the movement really in the legs and the feet for the most part. And then take the circles the opposite direction. Maybe feel that low belly engagement to keep everything pretty still. You're feeling the inner thighs working as you keep that block between the feet. And then bend the knees, just reach for that block, take it to the side. We'll probably use it later. And then make your way up into tabletop, however you want to get yourself there. And once in tabletop, just take some movements, whatever you like. First thing, cat-cow again, maybe circling of the hips. And then just make your way back to a neutral tabletop. Take your right leg up and back behind you so it's parallel to the mat. And then just bend that knee so it's at a 90-degree angle. And then start to take a little pulses of the heel towards the ceiling. And then just re-extend that leg, lower it back to tabletop. Take the left leg up and back, bend the knee, and take the same little pulses. And re-extend the leg, lower it to tabletop, bring your big toes together, sit back into child's pose. And then come back up into tabletop. Spin your right foot over to the right, so you're making that little kickstand with the shin. Plant the right palm and extend the left leg back behind you. You can reach the left arm up towards the ceiling, and then you decide maybe the left foot stays down, maybe you lift that left leg parallel to the mat, and then same thing, little pulses if you like. And if that foot's lifted, just lower it down, spin through tabletop, and take it to the other side. Spin the left foot to the left, extend the right leg back, reach the right arm up. Maybe lift the right leg and take little pulses. And lower the foot down, spin back through tabletop. Just wiggle the hips side to side, shake that out. And then come back into child's pose. Just a couple more breaths there. And then make your way up into tabletop, tuck your toes, lift your hips. First down dog, just find some movement. Walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. On your inhale, drop your knees, modified plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, come halfway down. Inhale, straighten the arms, press back up. And exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale for cobra, lift head and shoulders. Exhale, lower down, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale, drop your knees, modified plank. Exhale, bend your elbows, come halfway down. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, come halfway down again. Inhale, back up. And exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale for cobra, lift head and shoulders. And exhale, lower down, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale, you can drop your knees if you want. Exhale, come halfway down. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, back up. One more, exhale, halfway down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale for cobra, maybe up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe you're hating me this morning for the little push-ups. Happy Thursday. Such a good way to get strong in the upper body and the core. And walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, right foot back for a lunge, right knee down to the mat. Inhale, arms by the ears. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, cactus again. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, bring your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to standing, let your palms touch. And exhale, fold right back forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, left foot back for a lunge, left knee down to the mat. Inhale, arms by the ears. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to standing, watch your palms touch. Exhale, fold back forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, right foot back for a lunge. Stand the ball of the foot. And this time come up into crescent and just hold there. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands frame the foot, bring your back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, left foot back for a lunge. Come all the way up into crescent again. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands frame the foot, back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. And then reach for your block. We're going to stand on the block. And if you don't feel comfortable on the block, you can be just on your mat, or you can find a wall or something to hold on to that's steady. Once you find where you want to be, left foot on the block, or you're just balancing on your left foot, and then start just swinging your right leg front to back. Your arms can be wherever they want. You can put hands on the hips, or if you like to have them out, that gives you some balance. And then next time your leg is forward, pause there, and then start to take it side to side. And then you can step off and just change sides. Once you're there, go front to back to start. Notice if one side feels easier than the other. Notice if you're like me and you're all over the place this morning. And the next time the leg is forward, pause and take it side to side. And then you can just step off and take your block to the side. Come to mountain pose at the front of your mat. And then take an inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, go straight to downward facing dog. Once you're there, cross your right ankle behind your left ankle. So pinky toe edges of the feet are next to one another. And then unwind that and change sides, left ankle behind right. And then unwind that so you're just back in regular down dog with your feet. Take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down and come into warrior two. And from here, come into extended side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm by the ear to start. And then you decide, right hand can come to the inside of the foot on the mat, or maybe you place a block on the inside of the foot and the hand comes to the inside of the foot on the block. Once you're there, resist the arm and the leg gently into each other. And then make your way up to warrior two again. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot and make your way back to down dog. And take the left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down, warrior two. And then start with the left forearm to the thigh, right arm by the ear. And once you feel set with the torso, left hand can come down to the mat or the block again, the inside of the foot. And resist the leg and the arm into each other. And then come back up to your warrior two, cartwheel your hands down. Your way to down dog, you have time for a vinyasa if you'd like one. And take your right leg up and back again. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down, come to warrior two again. And then same thing, right forearm to thigh, left arm by the ear. This time your hand's gonna come to the outside of your right foot. So either to the mat or a block on the outside of the foot. And then once you have that, resist the leg and the arm gently into each other. Oh, that's hard. Going back up to warrior two. I forgot how much I hate that. Cartwheel your hands down. Let's go straight to down dog. We'll go straight to the other side. So take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down, warrior two. Take a couple breaths there in your warrior two. And then left forearm to thigh, right arm by the ear, just to get set. And then take that hand to the outside of the foot, either to the mat or a block. And resist the hand or the leg and the arm into each other. Keep breathing. And then come back up to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. You have time for a vinyasa, or you can step straight back. Downward facing dog. And then drop your knees to the mat so you're in tabletop. Same thing we did earlier, swing your right foot to the right, plant your right palm and extend your left leg back behind you. So left arm reaching up towards the ceiling. And then usually your hands kind of right under your shoulder here, your right hand. Just walk your right hand further away from your right knee so you have a longer stance with that hand. And then lift that left leg up towards or parallel to the floor. And then bend your left leg, lower the leg, and then lower the hips down to a hover. And then press the hips up, re-extend the leg out. Bend the left leg, lower the hips, and hover. And then press back up, straighten the leg. You have one more on this side. Lower the left leg, lower the hips. And then come back up, extend the leg. Lower the foot down and then spin back to tabletop. And then spin the left foot to the left, extend the right leg back, reach the right arm up. Walk that left hand away from the left knee so you have space for your hips. And then lift the right leg parallel to the mat. Lower the leg, lower the hips and hover. Lift the hips, lift the leg. Lower the leg, lower the hips and hover. Lift the hips, lift the leg. You have one more. Lower the leg, lower the hips. And then come back up, extend the leg. Lower the foot to the mat, spin through tabletop. And then you decide you have 5 breaths, down dog or child's pose after that. If you're in child's pose, back to down dog. We have one more standing pose and then you get to unwind. Take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down and come to warrior two. And then straight to half moon pose. So right hand to mat or block, left leg up and back. And then once you're there, if you want little pulses with that left leg, like we did in the beginning. If you're pulsing the leg, just bring it to stillness. And then nice and easy, make your way back into warrior two. Just pause there so you can get your bearings. And then cartwheel your hands down, frame your front foot. Just go straight to down dog. We'll go straight to the other side. So take the left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down, warrior two. And then straight from there to half moon, left hand to mat or block. Right leg up and back. And maybe little pulses with that right leg. Keep breathing. And if you're pulsing, just bring that leg to stillness, nice and easy back to your warrior two. And then cartwheel your hands down, frame your front foot, and go to down dog. You have time for one more vinyasa if you'd like to flow through one now. Drop your knees to the mat. Take a child's pose. Come up through tabletop just so you can make your way to seated. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Bend your right knee, bring the sole of the foot to the mat, and then cross that right foot over the left leg and bend your left leg. Once you're there, walk your feet away from each other so the knees are stacked. And if that's not for you, just a comfortable cross-legged position. And if you want, you can gently walk forward and hinge forward. And then walk your hands back, lift your chest. Just take your hands next to your hips, lean back so you can change the cross of the legs. And then if you'd like, again, walk the hands forward and hinge the torso forward. And then walk the hands back, lift the chest, just unwind the legs, take them in front of you and sway the toes side to side. And then reach for one of your blocks and make your way onto your back. So we're coming into a supported bridge pose, and I normally prefer the lowest setting of the block, but for this, if you can tolerate the medium setting, we're gonna take the medium setting. So bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat, press into the feet, lift the hips, and take that block on the medium setting under the sacrum. And if you get there and that just doesn't feel good, please lower the block to the lowest setting. You can also do it there. And then once you're there, hover the feet, make sure you feel really supported. If you don't, just readjust the block. And then once you feel supported, hug both knees in towards your chest. And then keep your left knee hugged in. You can support it with your hands and straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling. And then start to lower the right leg towards the floor, but it's not going to come all the way down. So come to where you feel a stretch in the front of the left hip. Pause there so the foot is still hovering and take little pulses. And then lower the foot all the way to the mat. So the back of the right heel rests on the mat and the left knee is still hugged in. And then just re-hug the right knee in towards the chest. Hands can support it. Straighten the left leg towards the ceiling. Start to lower that leg till you feel that stretch in the front of the left hip and take little pulses. Notice how the sides feel compared to one another. Mine are pretty different as far as ease of doing this. One feels a lot easier. And then lower that foot all the way down to the back of the heel is resting on the mat. And then hug the left knee back in towards the chest. Keep the knees bent and just drop the feet to the mat. Use the feet to lift the hips and lower the block to the lowest setting. If you're already there, just stay there. And then just stand supported bridge here with the block on the lowest setting. And press into the feet, lift the hips, remove the block, and just lower the hips down to the mat. Walk your feet a little wider than the hips with the knees still bent, and just let the knees fall in towards each other at the midline of the body. So feet are wide and knees or maybe thighs are touching. Keep the feet wide, just draw the knees gently away from each other and start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. Just really easy. Take your time. And the next time the knees are back through center, just hug them towards the chest. Maybe take a little rock side to side. Then come back to stillness. Keep the right knee hugged in. Extend the left leg onto the mat. And then you can stay right there, or you can take your hands behind the right thigh and start to straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. And then hug the right knee back in towards the chest. Bend the left knee, bring the sole of the left foot to the mat, and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. If you want, hug your left thigh in for thread the needle. And then keep the right ankle crossed. Just take your arms to a T and drop the left foot down to the mat. Drop everything over to the left, so sole of the right foot comes flat, right knee points up. And maybe you reach your left hand for your right ankle. And draw the knees back through center, unwind and hug them towards the chest. Keep your left knee in, extend your right leg onto the mat. And if you'd like, hands behind the left thigh and extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Hug the left knee back towards the chest, bend the right knee, sole of the right foot to the mat. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh, and if you'd like, hug your right thigh in. Keep the ankle crossed, take your arms to a T, drop the right foot to the mat, and let everything fall to the right. Maybe right hand reaching for left ankle. And draw the knees back through center, unwind the legs, and just hug the knees in towards the chest. Maybe come into a happy baby, take a little rock side to side. And hug your knees back in, give yourself a final squeeze. And release, coming into Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. Reach your arms by your ears, big stretch. Roll off to your favorite side, pause there, eyes closed. Press into your top hand, make your way up to a comfortable seat, eyes closed, hands at the heart. I love this quote, especially right now when so many people still feel so isolated. It says, "Be the reason someone feels welcomed, seen, heard, valued, loved, and supported." Have a wonderful Thursday and weekend. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.